Declan's deck profile. He's playing Deskbots. He's holding the camera because reasons. So let's jump straight into it. First off, he runs triple Deskbot 1. Why do you run this?
Simply because it is really helpful in the grave when you pendulum summon or when you activate Deskbot Force effect.
Great. Then we run triple Deskbot 2. This is a searcher for the deck, and why else do you run it?
Because when you activate Deskbot Force effects, you can send Deskbot 2 if it adds up to the right attack, and then special summon it from the graveyard to get a search off.
Brilliant. Next, just triple Deskbot 3. Now this, I know from playing against this deck, that this is the fucker of the deck. And it does other stuff. Explain.
Alright, summons any other Despot from the deck, which makes everything possible. So you can go into Despot 1, get Synchro Plays, Despot 5 to get a Spell Trap Destruction, and you can summon Despot 2 to get a Search if you need it.
Yeah, what he said. Next up is triple Despot 4.
This is one of the most important cards in the deck. This will get over anything with high attack, and it lets you summon 2 from the hand or graveyard. Really helpful card.
So it's pretty much just the monster reborn of the deck, which is really. From what I've seen, it can top deck this and come back from nothing pretty much.
Yep.
And then we run the Despot 5, which is a scale 10 for some bizarre reason.
Yeah. Obviously you've activated Despot 6 in the other pendulum summon, so you can pendulum summon anything. Like Despot 2 to get Search, even another Despot 5 to MST. But if it's destroyed in the Spell and Trap Zone, Pendulum Zone even, you get to summon 1 from the graveyard and then you get more players off.
What you said. Next is the triple Despots. Pretty much you run triple of every Despot at the moment due to the fact that of the number of Despots that they are, 6. And obviously you need them all for reoccurrence from what I've seen and everything.
Despot 6 allows me to get OTKs off. If I'm versing a really boring stall deck like Yang Zing or anything like that, I can put it to attack mode and it'll be on 0 and I can just score 8,000 for game pretty much.
That's cool. And the next up is the one Gen X Allied Berman, which I'm assuming is just for the pure Synchro Plays.
Synchro Plays, and I can also recycle Despot 3 to get more players off in the deck, or I can get Despot 5 back down to get MSTs.
That's really good. Next is a card I'm surprised you actually own at 3 for when this was expensive, and that's a triple machine duplication because they're all 500 or less, and from what I've seen you can just go boom, explosive play game.
Yeah, especially if you have Despot 3 in hand, it's going to be game if they have nothing.
That's good. Then is double Inferno Reckless Summon because it's a dick.
Yeah, I only run it at 2 and not 3 because I really don't want to draw into this late in the game when I can't special summon anything. So yeah, I run it at 2 so it doesn't clog.
The next card I find hilarious. This is just so funny. Triple Transmodify. Yes, we know you've got them on order, Dexter. We know you've got them on order.
Yeah, Transmodify, you can basically summon 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 4 into 5, 5 into 6, and then you activate their effects when they're special summoned. So it's a very helpful card.
Limit removal, OTKs, pretty much.
Yep.
1 for 1 to get your Despot 1s to hand.
Yep. Well, Despot 1 to field, yeah.
Yeah, field. And then the triple Powerful Rebirth. I'm assuming you run this because it gains the level, which helps your Synchro Plays.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So I can obviously increase level for Synchro Players, and it's also helpful later on to recover.
Yeah, so that's really good. Next up is triple Reckless Greed, because obviously if you've seen the deck, it needs draw power to get the combo pieces to hand.
Yeah, it's even won me games. I can draw into the cards I need and just chuck everything out.
Which is good. And next, one of the last card kills me of this. Double Threatening Raw. Okay, we understand the Double Threatening Raw. Next card, Waboku.
Waboku's at 1. If I have a full field, I don't want it to go anywhere. I don't want anything to be destroyed by battle, and it's annoying, and it's funny.
It's a Declan staple. And moving on to the extra deck now. Double Despot Jet, because it does stuff.
Alright, basically what this does, you can destroy any Despot card really, and either special summon 1 from the deck, or destroy a card they control. Now the main combo with this is you destroy Despot 5 while it's in the Pendulum Zone, and special summon 1 from the deck, Despot 5's effect, special summon 1 from the graveyard, so you're getting 2 monsters out at the same time, well, not at the same time, in chain obviously, but you can obviously do whatever you want from there, so you get Synchro Plays if you need to.
And after that is Double Naturia Beast. I do like this in this meta, actually.
Yes, God.
In a pendulum meta, this card is just so funny.
If I get that out first turn, it's going to be very annoying to get rid of. Especially if you versus a deck that's dependent on spell cards, it's like pendulum decks.
What, like my magicians?
Yes.
Fucking hated you for that. And one Barkion, obviously the traps.
Yeah, get rid of traps. I run it one because I barely go into two.
Next is the double Mephisis Horus. I'm assuming you're going to this because you do run the pendulums as well, so you can just go negating effect, steal a monster.
Yes, yeah. I usually use it for the tape monster, so I can use their monsters for synchro summons or whatever I need them really.
Stardust, pretty self-explanatory really. Stop if your opponent does Regeki or something, you can just go, I've got to fulfill the Despots. No.
Yeah, Stardust is just sometimes go into it, but not very often.
Scrap Dragon?
Scrap Dragon, yeah, destroy Despot 5, special one from the graveyard, and destroy a card that they control, so can't argue with that really.
Next up is a card that is actually borrowing off our mate Aaron, and that's his Trish.
Yep, I can definitely go into Trish, especially with the powerful rebirth, so I can get the numbers right, and it's just a dick of a card, so that's why it's run.
Next up, Miss One.
Very good against Synchro and XZ decks, especially. You can just clear, just back to the extra deck, move out the way peasants, and then obviously get the attacks off.
And for the 3 XEs, you're in Skyblast and Musketeer, like I said in my deck profile for Magicians. This card is probably one of the best cards this format, because spinning stuff back, which is just so funny. You run the Durandal, so in case your opponents have to pop the pendulum so you get their effects off, yeah?
I go into this by using 2 Despot 5s, which I can bring out using Machine Duplication and Despot 3.
A card that you probably don't often run, but you do see its lower version, and that is C101, Silent on a Dark. Explain.
Yep. I can go into, when I go into Despot 5, if I use Infernal Reckless or Machine Duplication, as I've mentioned before, I can get 3 level 5s out quite easily. Just take a special some monsters basically, and it's helpful.
Doesn't it even take them if it's an XE? Doesn't it even take the material?
Yeah, you don't need to detach at all. You just target.
Yeah, you can just take it without detaching the material, which is kind of broken. It's a 2-way attack.
Yeah. And if I do run 101 eventually, if 101 is in the graveyard and this has XE material, it's just going to come back and I'm going to get into it.
Wait, just realise, these 2 cards on the field is a Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Oh yeah, this
Apart
is...
from the negation.
Yeah.
This has the negation each sort of thing, so you do kind of get like a Cyber Dragon Infinity effect.
Yeah.
Which is coming out in Bosch. Anyway, thank you for doing that, Declan.
That's alright.
Yeah, this is the guy who has all the weird decks and stuff, and we will be seeing more of his decks, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. We'll see you next time. Bye.